Hello. Hello and welcome. It's Short and Snappy Pilates time. It's Vivian and you're on my Facebook page and we're going to do 30 minutes of Pilates. Short and snappy. Have a seat if you're not already. Sit tall and feel those bones that are deep at the base of the buttocks. We begin with a brief warm-up of inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. The Pilates breathing is one of the most important, in fact there's 7 important principles. One of them is breath, or to breathe, breathing. Let's study that now. On the inhale, shrug your shoulders, and on the exhale, unshrug. Notice the lifting of the shoulder. More importantly, notice the lowering of the shoulder, and that would be to concentrate, focus. All right, now with arms. On the inhale, the arms come halfway. On the exhale, lower your arms. Be graceful. Inhale, arms all the way up. Now, interlace your fingers and really try to stretch and open the armpits. Inhale, and then release. I'm going to hold on to my kneecaps and round backward. Imagine like a gale force wind is blowing against your stomach and ribs. On the inhale, sit up really tall, open the chest. On your exhale, you'd fall back past your butt bones, hold on so you don't fall, and then inhale and sit straighter. Not shrugged, unshrugged. Last time, rounded. And on the inhale, sit up nice and tall. Now I'm going to bend sideways here for a moment. Stay. And when you twist and rotate, your hands are down. You should be creating a lifted feeling. Lift in your abdomen and ribs. Look behind you. You can unwind yourself and head over to the other side. When you rotate, plant your hands down. Create lift in the abdominals and then look back behind you. Untwist yourself. Now lace your fingers behind your back and stretch those arms down. I am not lifting my arms, I'm straightening them down. I am lifting my chest and leaning forward. Become aware of any tightness that might be in your hips or tightness in your shoulders as you lean forward with a flat back. All right, that's enough of that awareness stuff. Let's get into some abdominal stuff. I'm sitting with my feet near the end of the mat. I'm rolling backwards so there's plenty of room there. You can begin with a beginner or introductory version of holding on to the backs of your thighs. Hold on so you don't fall. In fact, hold on and have your feet a little more forward so you don't fall. More important, it's an abdominal workout, so make sure you're exhaling, blow through the mouth as you pull your abdominals in. We'll do one more. Consider it a warm-up of your back, bones, and your abdominal muscles. This time, listen, we're going all the way back. If you don't need to hold on, then don't hold on, but no dropping. Inhale, arms lifting, head lifting, exhaling, and use your abdominals. It really helps if you do the breathing completely. Breathe in, arms, head, shoulder blades, rib. And it's really just like that. It may take some practice if you haven't done this before, or listen, you may have a really long torso and shorter legs. Exhale, roll up. Now we've done 4 of these exactly the same, so we'll finish this one rounding all the way back. And this time when you roll up, straighten both legs. Straighten both legs. Reach out. Stay for a moment, but don't rest. Stay actively reaching, stretching, and breathing. Sit up nice and tall now, sitting up straight. You can keep your feet parallel, or you can close your feet in Pilates V. I'll stay parallel. Pull your abdominals in like you just got punched in the gut. Strongly, head heavy, arms long, don't hold your breath. Stretch the legs and the arms, inhale. Rolling up. I'm using my breathing and trying not to throw my arms. Inhale, sitting up straight. Scoop or take a karate chop in the gut and come on back. Now, rolling up will be a little different. Listen, roll up, face the camera, arm behind, pulse, 3, 2, 1. Coming backward, backward, all the way backward. Scoop your abdominals and go. When you roll up this time, turn away from me and reach past your foot. 3, 2, 1. And going all the way backward, one vertebrae at a time. This time, roll up, sit up straight. Sit straight up. Long legs, flat back. And this will roll halfway back, halfway. Your abdominals keep a really tight letter C. Drop your shoulders. Turn toward the camera with a beautiful sweeping arm. Inhale. Now your abdominals should be working. Rotate. Inhale, center. The purpose of rotating is like squeezing the air out of your lungs, the way you might twist water out of an old dish rag. Squeeze the air out of your lungs. I'm going backwards, super slow, super hardened abdominals, but soft landing. Inhale. Reach up toward the ceiling. Arrive taller and taller. Inhale. Scoop the abdominals. We are halfway. Shoulders down. Turn away from me. Exhale. Inhale, center. By the way, both of my arms are active. They are not just dormant or limp in the air. The arms are reaching with synergistic energy in opposite directions. Inhale, center, and then one more time, really expanding. Now, center, backward slowly, one vertebrae at a time. We're going to roll all the way up. Reach over your legs, but grab one. Come up with that leg, bring it with you. I'm going to come all the way back with my leg and soften your landing. You might want to stay for a momentary stretch. If you've been out doing any exercising, if you haven't been doing any exercising, all the more reason to stretch the back of your leg. So I'm bending for a soft knee bend, and then straightening hard to get that oxygen to flow up the back of my leg. We're going to spend a few moments here now doing giant kicks. In the world of dance, they're called grand battements. Slowly lower, swift kick 1, down, swift kick 2, down, 3. Keep that other leg heavy. 5, last one, 6, stop. Point your foot and really lock that knee. Make it straight. Circle the leg. And if you want to talk about lock the knee, did she just say lock the knee? I'm not standing on it. It's okay. The leg is not weight bearing. It's okay. Here's the last one. Up at the top, reverse the circle. Now that you've gotten over that your knee is locked, be sure your pelvis is also sort of locked down and not moving. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Last one here. Hug your knee in, literally embrace with your hands, and then carry your leg over. So past your body, your foot might land on the floor. You could spread your arms, or you could just plant your hand on the side of your thigh and push your knee downward. Now, my arm behind me is still straight. When you return, straighten both legs and be sure the legs are fairly even, equally heavy. Arms overhead. Get ready. Inhale. Rolling up. Of course, we're going to reach for the other leg, so without any ado, bring it back with you. And your head is down. You don't need to worry about it. The bottom leg is down. Don't need to worry about it. You should concern yourself with the lifted leg. Inhale, bending, and exhale, straightening. We're trying to get some oxygen to flow in the back of my knee. Once my leg is very straight, I'll do those low, slow, swift kicks. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, finally 6. Now my foot is pointed and my knee is straight. Leg circles. It's only for about 12 circles altogether. I think it's okay to lock your knee. This is inhale down, exhale up. Inhale down, exhale up. And this time, reverse. All the while, my other hip, both hips, my ribs are not moving. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. One more. Arrive, rest. Oh, my leg. Carry it over to the other side. And your foot might rest on the floor. Remember, your back arm stays behind you, but your other arm could push down at your knee. My knee is pushed down toward the floor. Oh, this is a terrific stretch, huh? All right, come on in and hug both knees into your chest. Using rolling like a ball for transitioning, come to a seated position. Once you've arrived seated, stay for a moment. It is called rolling like a ball, so we should be rounded, but now we'll sit up a little taller. Can you straighten your legs? Sit even taller with straighter legs and point your toes. So here is an abdominal exercise called single leg stretch. You might be very tight or over recruiting your hip flexors and feel like your leg has to drop or like you have to kick it. Try not to do those things. Be very aware, fully conscious of stretching the leg, stretching the leg. As I continue, I'm going to land on my rib cage, but do not put your head down. Come onto your ribs and stretch, stretch, reach, reach. Notice I'm not bicycling, and notice my leg is not dropping or chopping. Reach, reach. Continue with hands behind your head. Twist, twist. Now, most people just bang their elbow and run. It's not a hit and run. It really is twist, twist, twist. And you want to go farther, farther than just bang your elbow on the knee. So from here, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Here's the last one, and rest. Hug your knees back really tightly and go to a low ab exercise. My heel tap is a single leg. Heel tap, a single leg. I'm doing my right leg and then my left leg and then. So heighten your awareness. This should not be a haphazard, toss your legs around like you're having a tantrum. This is very focused. And in fact, I can make it even more focused with one arm. So one arm back and one arm back and one arm back, and it is the opposite arm of my leg. The other arm not moving. This is an excellent study of mobility and stability. The ability to control the stay limbs and control the mobility, moving limbs. I'll just do one more and then close the legs. Both of my heels will tap the floor. My low abdominals and low back are still very much on, and they have stayed on. I'm not going to use the word burning, but they're definitely on. My abs will correspond. My arms will correspond. Backward and forward. This series of movements will continue. We're not stopping. You should not stop. This is inhale, and I'll lift my head now. Notice my head stays between the arms. So bring your arms along with your head. Yeah, as if your arms were like your headphones, right? Just like giant headphones around your head, just outside of your ears. Just 2 more here. Try to tighten the abdominals best you can, and last one here. Take your time, up, 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 up. You can hold on, straighten the legs. I'm going to hold my head up for a few of these. Keep your head up using your hands so you can concentrate on the legs, straightening and bending. straightening and bending. My arms will now participate. Hug and reach, sweep low, hug and reach, sweep low, hug and reach. So here's breathe in, breathe in, breathe in. Here's the last one. Next time, head down. You could roll over, sending your legs way up and over your head. Now separate your feet so the feet are open, about shoulders width, certainly not wider than your mat. Now ideally, you would not be holding on. Slowly rolling down, rolling slowly. You can gather your knees into your chest and then go again. As you exhale, heavy legs, toes touch the floor, slow roll, no hands. I'll do one more. Here's the inhale, and using your exhale, this time with no hands, literally my arms are up, and I'll slow my roll, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae at a time. So grab the backs of your thighs and do a little kicking, and you can also lift your head and try not to do all kicking. So we will exhale. Ooh. As you arriving at the top. All right, one more, come on. As you exhale, stay. Long legs, point your feet, arms up, arms open, arms in front, and then you can lower your legs down. We should turn all the way around so we can exercise the back. Anybody would tell you, once you've worked your abs, you should work your back. Separate the feet. You might know this already. Feet are open for most people, especially if they have a stiff back. If you know that you're kind of a bendy person and you can really bend backwards, well then close your legs. I am demonstrating legs closed now, but I prefer legs open. Use the arms and push through the floor. You're going to lift, 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 stay for a moment and come down. Inhale. Use your exhale, push down through your arms and lift. Sometimes we can feel a terrific but sort of stealth-like low abdominal stretch. Stretch the abdominal muscles, and you won't know it until you really push a little harder. So here we go. I'm pushing the floor with intensity, lifting my torso forward and up, not backwards and down, forward and up. Oh, that felt terrific. Bring the arms down by your side, straight toy soldier-like arms. Inhale, shrug. Exhale, lift on the unshrug. Inhale, use your exhale, lift. And remember, your arms are actively participating. Allow your arms, use your arms to be an asset in the exercise. Don't let your arms become some heavy liability. Lift. Now my feet stay down. Here's the last one. Arrive. Imagine applauding, clapping your hands together. Bring the hands in, and still lift, 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 lift. And are you breathing? Breathe in and blow out. Come down and rest. May as well sit back in child's pose. You could rest your head all the way down on the floor if you want. Do what's best for you. Sometimes I just prefer to wrap my arms around my legs. Let's do a terrifically challenging tricep exercise now. I am going to fold my mat to get some extra padding there for my knees. You could do the same if you need padding for your knees. And as I said, this will be a tricep exercise. The triceps are here. So I'll start here. Knees bent, feet up, arms parallel, heavy, spread wide fingers and palm. On exhale, now for most people, you're probably going left, right, which was pretty common, especially even I did it in the beginning. Try not to go left, right, okay? All right, so what's the goal? Simultaneous, exactly synchronized, happening at the same time. My hips are low, I'm in a plank position. My fingers are still spread wide, and I've softened my landing. Here's the inhale down. And last one. Now, come to a perfectly square tabletop all fours, and then round your back like a cat. Release the abdominals, include lifting your face. Nod your chin to your chest, rounded back, and then lift it. Now I'm going to bring my hands back a little bit. I'm going to find a softer spot on my mat, and then straighten one leg. Make sure that it's absolutely straight. Pull your abs up and straighten the opposite arm. Include lifting arm and leg, lift. Notice I'm not, well, you're not going to notice, I'm not looking around. Let me just tell you, I'm not looking around. Turning your head might upset your balance. My bottom foot is off the floor. No foot on the floor. All right, let's finish this. Reaching backward, grab your foot. You can hold the top of your foot or near your ankle and lift the leg. Woo! Come on down. Let's take a brief moment to stretch whatever you need to stretch. Perhaps it's your wrist. And then the other hand. Here we go. Leg, arm, abdominals. From here, pulse, pulse. My leg is absolutely straight. I'm so aware. Ankles flexed. Lift, 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 lift. Yahoo! Pause. Bottom foot off the floor. Reach back, grab your ankle or foot, and raise your leg. Ooh. Okay, nicely done. Whew. This last exercise is completely flat on the stomach, and we'll begin with just legs. So if you want to put your head down, you can put your head down for now, and then leg down, switch, leg. And because we're just lifting the leg, you can just lift it as high as you can, lift, and be sure that the power at the buttocks and the low back is turned on. So let's do one more, each leg. Okay? Now lift both of your legs at the same time and try to flutter. You'll find that that's a lot more challenging. Flutter, flutter, flutter. Do not bend your knees. No, no, no. Use the tightened buttocks. Lift, 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 lift. 4, 3, 2, 1, down. Just arms. So your legs can be relaxed. One arm and down. Other arm and down. This includes the elbow and my head and my chest. All right, one more each arm. And now, without lifting your feet, the feet stay down. Lift your upper body and swim the arms. Try to be heavy in the pelvis and the arms are fluttering. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, rest. All right, sit back. We separated that exercise and concentrated on legs and hips, low back, lower body first. Then it was just upper body. All right, let's get into downward dog. Woo. And stretch out the backs of the legs. Bend both knees, soft touch. Straighten both legs. We'll repeat that again. So I'm coming down, knees bent, and lift. And then, last time, knees down, literally crawl forward. If you're going to sit down now, you can sit, and bridging will be next. So in a slow roll, slowly rolling backward. Now when you arrive, you should be able to plant your feet pretty efficiently, should not take much time, and not too wide. Relax your face and your neck so that everything is very soft and dormant. Breathe in through the nose. And as you blow, roll your pelvis backward and then lifting the hips. Continue lifting until your ribs are off the floor. Now, your feet should be flat. There's some people sometimes roll out on the outside edge of their foot and their toe is lifting sideways. Don't do that. Return to a more flat foot position. Inhale. Down slowly. You are aware of your low butt muscles where your buttocks connect to hamstrings. Repeat. When you exhale, pull your belly button down, down, down. The tail is lifting up, 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 and each vertebrae are like separate pearls on a strand of pearls. Stay lifted, pulse. The energy, the motor, kind of like a gear, a cycling of your hips lift. Hips lift, lift. Pressing the feet up. Remember, heavy on the heels. 4, 3, 2. Arrive at the top, keeping your buttocks nice and tight. Melt slowly. The whole time you should be in full concentration with your focus on your center, your midline, if you will, from nose and sternum to pubic bone, one straight line. As you exhale, going again, scooping and rolling. Today, I'm going to raise my heels up, feet flat, toes up, feet flat, heels up, feet flat, and toes. I won't give a lot of details, but you want to be careful not to make the ankles crooked or sideways aligned. You don't want to be on just your little toe side. Spread the weight on all 5 toes, each foot. All right, come on down, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae at a time. Just for practice, this is one leg up. I crossed over, I straightened it again, and I brought it down on the floor. Practice with me. The other leg is straight. I crossed my ankle onto my thigh. My same leg straight, and I put it down. We did that rehearsal so you're not caught off guard because we're going to do it while we're bridging. What? Bridge. Keep your arms down for stability in case you need it. Leg number 1, straight, cross, straight. Down gracefully. Other leg. Straight. Cross. Straight. And down gracefully. Repeat, repeat. Here's this leg number 1. Straight. Flex. Straight. And down. Leg number 2. Straight. Flex the knee. Straight. Now, feet flat. Position the hips a little higher. And then come on down. One vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae, one vertebrae at a time. All right, hug your knees into your chest. You may want to open the knees wide so the knees come to your armpits. Oh, a little rolling from side to side. I'm going to try to keep my knees where they are and open my feet so that my feet look like they're flat on the ceiling. My elbows are trying to push my knees away. Oh my gosh. My elbows are pushing my knees away. Oh, ooh, there's a 90-degree bend in my knee, 90-degree bend in my knee. Press the soles of your feet together, sole to sole, and then do the same inner thigh stretch with emphasis on a forceful elbow push against the inner thighs. Woo! Straighten the legs once more, but separate your feet about shoulders width. Hold on to your calves for most people, or higher near the ankles. Higher near the ankles is harder. Make sure that you're doing the exercise at the level where you can be successful. Rounding up. And we go again. So I want you to round up and close, open, close, open, close. Stay open. Rounding back. Open, close 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Here we go again. Back. And finally, open, close 3, and close, only closed. Arms overhead, arms open wide, arms in front, and all the way down. This will conclude your short and snappy Pilates for today. If you need to do one more deep breath, yes, sense of reverie, I applaud you with a round of applause. And I thank you for coming. It looks like a few people may have been watching class. 30 minutes of tough abdominal exercises a la Pilates. Hey, oh, there's Christy. Thanks for coming, and I'll be back on Thursday with Foam Rollerama. I'm going to stay consistent on Mondays and Thursdays at 4:30. Sometimes I'm going to try to take my little tripod and maybe I'll be outside, as long as it's not too windy. I've had that problem before. Okay, I'm blabbering. I will see you Thursday or some other time. Ciao.